The intention of this video is to sum up my trip to America. I should tell you at the end of it there will be plenty of links to other videos being more specific to certain events within the journey. Let's begin. I left Malmö, took a train across the ocean to Copenhagen, flew first to London, then to Montreal, and finally landed in Los Angeles. Sky John picked me up and I stayed with him the first night. There I also met Emma and saw paparazzis. In Century City, where VidCon was held, I stayed with Tony and Christina. In the line for registration, I got to have quality time with Sanne as well as meeting Emotions Music. I got my pass, and for the next 2 days I got to meet Ben, Michael, Lisa, Iman, Antonio, Sin, Roberto, Justin, Michelle, Ali, John, Hans, Josh, Andy, Erin, Scott, Grace, Jalen, Will, Caleb, Kelly, Ashley, Jess, Jenna, Natasha, Kimmy, Lidevi, Sadie, Ryan, and many, many more. We also went to the beach, hung out twice at this Irish pub, had lunch twice with Aman and Lisa. We also went to Thousand Oaks and decided to go bowling. In the interest of protecting Aman's good reputation, I have here covered over his name so that it's not obvious that I won twice. But here is at least a strike caught on camera. As my plan to go to San Francisco fell through, I had an open invitation to go to New York and stay with Michelle. I decided to do so, but the manner of getting from LA to NYC would later become my New York attribute other than being a Swede. Namely, that I took a Greyhound bus all the way. Many meetings and many hours later I found myself back in Port Authority after almost 7 years. A subway out to Brooklyn and voila! My very own shelf and Michelle and Justin's place. There I also met Emily, who would record the jingle for my response channel from Princeword, Molly the intern, and Eric. Highlights from a New York stay was eating a lot of good food, finally having gazpacho, seeing improv twice, watching Friends, and ultimately go to the exterior shot of that very show. I also got to have divine chocolate mousse, meet that drunken kitchen girl, walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, meet Irish people, try green juice for the first time, and order hot sandwiches with Swiss cheese. With an awaiting return flight to Europe out of LA, I considered the possibility of just skipping the flight back west and instead purchase a new one-way from New York directly home. I did just that, so on the last day I ventured to Penn Station, took a train to Newark, and got on a plane that would lift to the northeast. The stopover, instead of being LA, Toronto, and London, was the airport of Keflavik on Iceland. From there, only a 3-hour flight and a 3-hour train would be left before I was back in my bed in Karlskrona after 2 weeks away. There and back again, A Swede's Tale by Princeword. Please study the links to the following videos. Some of them are unlisted and can only be reached from this very point. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you the next time you click on one of my videos, and I will then not speak in this weird accent. Thank you and goodbye.